Hi, this is Jindo. Welcome to Tree Leaf. We have a few people in the Sangha who are sick this week, and one person who has a sick child. So, we chant for you, we sit for you, you're in our hearts, we're all together, we send our love and compassion, and also I thought maybe at least I can give you a chuckle. Laughter is the best medicine. So welcome to my medical procedure. This is an incredible recreation of my experience last week when I went to the doctor's office for a procedure that, when you're a man over 50, you should have a colonoscopy about every 3 years. This is also my opportunity to remind all you old geezers out there, don't put it off. It's a big thing for television personalities and celebrities to invite the cameras into their colonoscopy. Well, this is my version. Now, I couldn't give a sit-along talk in the doctor's office. Hey, I asked him. So I have made an incredible recreation here of my experience. In my hospital gown with, you can see that the pipe back there, you know what that represents, played today by our family vacuum cleaner, but it gets the point across. Now, at that time, I have to tell you, the doctor used the C word. You see, I was having, the expression in English, too much information, I know, folks, but a little blood, and it was kind of an oh moment. So I went to the doctor and I said, "What's this?" And he gave me a test and he said, "Well, don't worry, it's not cancer." But then the doctors do this. "It's not cancer, probably." And you hear the probably, and your mind starts turning 1,000 miles an hour. I don't care. In my case, I've been practicing Buddhism for all these decades and sitting, fully transcending life and death. But you hear the word cancer, cancer, even if it's probably not, and the wheels start spinning with what if scenarios and oh my gosh, this could be it. Visions. The mind always runs for the worst case scenario because it could be. And someday it will be. Someday you're going to get that terminal diagnosis, and that one's going to stick. None of us get out of this world in, we all go back to where we came from, and it's going to happen soon, but we want to put it off as much as possible. We don't want it to be now, especially we have a new baby coming to our family just next month, and my first thought was, oh my gosh, a new baby coming, and I could have cancer. So I went to the colonoscopy, and it turned out to be okay. But the point is that at least once a day, twice a day, as I was waiting for my appointment, the wheels would start turning, the worst case scenarios. And it could be. We all get sick. The Buddha realized that dukkha, the suffering, the dissatisfaction of this life, is about the fact that we all get old, we all get sick. Because we cannot allow the situation. We resist. Can you believe that it is even possible to drop resistance in the middle of being sick? I've had friends who were Buddhists who had cancer. It is even possible to drop the resistance while you're going to chemotherapy. Now, this is what our section of the Shinshin Ming is about today. It begins, obey the nature of things, and you will walk freely and undisturbed. And if the nature of things is that you become sick, it is even possible just to obey the nature of things that you are sick and walk freely and undisturbed amid all that. Now, I'd like you to try an experiment. If you are sick, you may not be able to become the Buddha through the whole experience, but There will be moments of deep insight, and here's how it works. There are going to be moments when you're stressed, when you're worried, when you don't want to be sick, you just feel terrible, and then suddenly, just let it be. Drop the resistance, and in the middle of all that terrible stuff, it just goes. Somehow, even that is okay. It may last a few minutes. It may become a permanent condition, but sooner or later, probably the thoughts and the chaos in the head are going to be coming back. And that's what the next sentence talks about. When thought is in bondage, the truth is hidden, and everything is murky and unclear. But if you just drop it away, even amidst all the craziness, the chaos, it becomes clear. The burdensome practice of judging brings annoyance and weariness. You know, this judging helps us through life, but it's also a burden. It makes life bothersome, annoying, weary, makes us weary, makes things, we're not satisfied. What benefit can be derived from distinctions and separations? That's what we've been talking about through the whole Shin Ming. And even if I was lying there on the doctor's table in my little, surgical, and he's probing around in there, part of the time it was very, very pleasant because I zazened it right there. And you can too. I know you have a sick kid. It's not going to be easy. And I know you're in the hospital and getting treatment and you're really worried. It's not going to be easy. But there will be moments when you can let it be, even there. Even there. There are some members of our Sangha who have been through really, really horrendous fights with cancer, with heart disease, with all kinds of things. And they'll tell you, they've written about it in our forum, that there are times when you ask, why me? And other times you can actually say, why not me? I hope you find some peace in all this. Take it as a lesson, an opportunity for practice, even if it's just a few moments of clarity here and there where you walk freely and undisturbed. You can. Now another question was asked was, when you're sick and you can't get into the lotus position or even sit in a chair, how do you do Zazen? You do Zazen as you are. When I was lying on the doctor's table with a camera up my poop, did Zazen. It was an excellent time for Zazen. It's always an excellent time. So I'm just going to sit here on the doctor's table and we're going to sit like this today. Okay? I hope I made you laugh. A little bit. Not to the point your leg hurts if you got a bad leg and stuff like that.